चक्षुरुन्मिलितमेन तस्मै Sri Gurave Namaha. So we'll continue reading chapter 3, Qualifications to Chant. When someone in this world wants to meet an influential or celebrated personality, he will do everything he can to qualify himself for the meeting. He will brush his teeth, wear his best clothes, and conscientiously put on his best appearance. In the same way, the devotee must do everything possible to gain the proper qualification to meet the Lord in His holy name. There is a beautiful song in the Gitavali by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur that teaches us the necessary qualifications to chant. It centers on humility and is called Sri Krishna Kirtane Jadi. Sri Krishna Kirtane Jadi Manasya Tohara Parama Jatane Tahi Labho Adhikara. If your mind is always absorbed in chanting the glories of Lord Krishna with great care, then by that process of Sri Krishna Kirtan, you will attain transcendental qualification. ऋणाधिका हि नादिना किंचन चार अपने मनोभि सदा chadi ahankara. You should give up all the false pride and always consider yourself to be worthless, destitute, lower, and more humble than a blade of grass. वृक्ष क्षमा क्षमा गुणा करो भी साधन प्रतिहिंसा त्याजी अन्य करो भी पालन. You should practice forgiveness like that of a tree and giving up violence toward other living beings. You should protect and maintain them. जीवना निर्वाहे आणि उद्वेग न दिवे पर उपकारे निज सुख पसरिबे. In the course of passing your life, you should never give anxiety to others, but rather do good to them while forgetting about your own happiness. Hoile, hoile o sarva gune guni mahasaya pratishtha sajhadi karo amani hridaya. When one has thus become a great soul, possessing all good qualities, one should abandon all desires for fame and honor and make one's heart humble. Krishna adhisthana sarva jive jani sada karo be shamana shabe adare sharvada. Knowing that Lord Krishna resides within all living creatures, one should, with great respect, consistently show honor to all beings. Danya Anyamana Pratishtha Varjana Chari Gune Guni Hoi Koraha Kirtana. By possessing these four qualities, humility, mercifulness, respect towards others, and the renunciation of desires for prestige, one becomes virtuous. In such a state, you may sing the glories of the Supreme Lord. भक्ति विनोद कंदी बोले प्रभु पाया हेनो अधिकार कवे दिवे हे अमाया. Weeping, Bhakti Vinod submits his prayer at the lotus feet of the Lord. O Lord, when will you give me the qualification for possessing attributes such as these? Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur expresses feelings of humility that are overwhelming to read, and it is precisely this quality that attracts not only the attention of the Lord, but also his heartfelt compassion. Humility is the crown jewel from which kindness, mercy, and respect to others naturally flow. It curbs any tendency towards illusory selfish gratification. The deeper the devotee's humility, that is his feeling bereft of qualifications to meet the Lord, the more the Lord extends his mercy and is drawn in. As the heat of humility increases, the Lord's butter like soft heart melts more and more and flows towards the devotee. Anyone who reflects deeply on this song on the road to proper chanting, Srila Prabhupada is emphatic in a Srimad Bhagavatam purport 7.9.18 that devotees should chant the songs and narrations left by the previous acharyas to be purified of material contamination and develop heartfelt devotional qualities that allow them to chant properly. The ungraspable name. During the time when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was in Benares, there was also a leader of impersonalist theology, Prakashananda Saraswati, who did not believe there was any difference between the Sevaka, servant, and Sevya, the served. Once a Brahmana witnessed Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu chanting in ecstasy and went to tell Prakashananda Saraswati about it. The Brahmana described how Mahaprabhu danced among throngs of people in the streets. He said all the signs of a great personality in love of God are visible in this sannyasi. Instantly, Prakashananda Saraswati became furious and said, "You fool, he's a magician. He came here to collect people, make them crazy, and spoil them by frivolously dancing with them. If he is a true sannyasi, let him sit down and study Vedanta. At best, this person is an uninformed sentimentalist." The Brahmana's heart was hurt. He approached Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and said, "When I told our spiritual leader about you, he criticized you. He said that you are a sentimentalist and that you should study the Vedanta Sutra to utilize your time properly. But I noticed something strange when I referred to you by name Sri Krishna Chaitanya. He only nodded his head and said, Yes, I know this Chaitanya. 3 times he repeated your name, but never your full name. He should say, he would not say Krishna Chaitanya, but simply Chaitanya. Please tell me why he did not pronounce your name fully. When I see you, my mouth feels compelled to say Sri Krishna, Hari Hari. But why would not he speak your name? Hearing this question from the pious Brahmana, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu revealed that the holy name is not different from Krishna's form, qualities, or pastimes. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Krishna's name cannot be grasped by the senses of a materialist, nor by anyone lacking a service attitude. Prakashananda Saraswati is an impersonalist. Therefore, he cannot say the name Krishna. It will not come to his tongue. The names are fully manifest only in the life of someone who serves Krishna and no one else. We'll stop reading here. We'll continue tomorrow. Magyanatimirandhasya Gyananjanasalakaya Chaksurunmilitamena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. I'll just summarize what we read today. So we read about the qualifications to chant. So the first relationship any conditioned soul can have with the Lord is chanting the holy name. So, like how it's mentioned that when we are interested to meet any, great personality or any celebrity, we try to be our best. So, similarly, devotee must do everything possible to gain proper qualification to meet the Lord in His holy name. So we also read the beautiful song in the Gita Vali by Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakura, which teaches the necessary qualifications to chant. So it's mentioned that we have to give up false pride, consider ourselves humbler than a blade of grass, then practice forgiveness like a tree, no violence to any living entity, never give anxiety to anyone, no desire for puja and pratishtha, respect everyone because Lord Krishna is there in everyone's heart. It's mentioned also in Bhagavad Gita 15.15 Sarvasya Chaham Vidhi Sannivista Mata Smriti Jnanam Aponam Cha. So as devotees or Vaishnavas, we have to be always humble, and like it's mentioned that how humility is the crown jewel from which kindness, mercy, and respect to others naturally flow. So we have to always, Vaishnavas, as Vaishnavas, we have to always remember 3 Ds, like I am a das, I am not a doer, and I do not deserve. So if we'll remember these 3 things, then humility will come, and we can, in that mode, we can take Krishna's name, and like, oh, when the spiritual law of gravity is like, what bow down with humility, it will rise up with grace. So we have to be always humble. And also we read that how the pastime of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Prakashananda Saraswati, how Prakashananda Saraswati was criticizing Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that he is a magician, but the purified Brahmana, he was telling he has all the godly qualities, but Prakashananda Saraswati, because he was a materialist or impersonalist, he did not believe, even like it is mentioned, he was taking the name like only Chaitanya, not Sri Krishna Chaitanya. So Mahaprabhu has mentioned that the materialistic people, or who the people who don't have any service attitude, they cannot take Krishna's name. That is my understanding from today's reading.